Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this right here. This is, well, I hope, my own original idea. The charm is my own original design, and it is the butterfly chain charm. But what this is here is the charm on a paper clip thingy that I hopefully came up with for my school supplies or back to school series. And it's very simple, very easy to make, mainly depending on what charm you're making. And yeah, so I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. To make this charm, you're going to need a paper clip, and any paper clip should work as long as your hook, you can take your hook and stick it through this longer little hole here. So you have this kind of smaller one down at the bottom, and then this longer one here on top. Your hook needs to be able to go through the longer one. So like this. And I'm going to be using this green paper clip that I'm holding right now. It's just everybody else get out of here. Then you're also going to need the rubber bands placed on your loom for whatever charm you're going to be putting on your paper clip. And in this tutorial I'm going to be using the Frilly Flower charm as an example in this tutorial. And I do not have the rubber bands placed yet, but I will in a few minutes. But anyway, I'm not going to be showing you how to make the Frilly Flower charm. I will have a tutorial on it because it's not up yet. If you would like to know when it will be uploaded, a link to the discussion tab on my channel will be in the description, because that's where you can find out when this will be uploaded. So you're going to need the rubber bands already placed on your loom for whatever charm you're making. Then you're also going to need everything that you will need to loom your charm. So your hook, and if you are going to be making a charm like the hibiscus flower charm or the my hibiscus butterfly charm, which looks kind of something like this. So this is a little example. If you're going to be putting a paper clip on one of these charms or the hibiscus flower, I will have another tutorial on how to do that. So the link to this tutorial will be in the description whenever I upload it. But anyway, that's all you're going to need. So now that you know what you're going to need, get your supplies and place those rubber bands that you need to. And if you need to get on another tutorial, go ahead. Just fast forward to the part of the tutorial, or the time will probably be in the description if I can remember. Just come to the time in the tutorial, or in the description, or in the caption, or whatever. I don't know wherever I'm putting it, but wherever I put it, just fast forward to that time when you come back to this video. Alright, now, as you can see here, I have the rubber bands that I need to make my charm on my loom, my hook, so the things that I need to loom my charm, and my paper clip. So if you were so if you were confused as to what I meant by rubber bands on your loom, I literally mean have the rubber bands to make your charm on your loom. Anyway, once you have placed all the rubber bands that you will need, you're going to take off the cap band on the pin or wherever it is. So when you go to start looming your bracelet, you would usually start on the pin with the cap band that you just placed. You're instead going to take the cap band off and throw it away, and instead get your paper clip. Now this next step is a little tricky, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you a tip and the way I usually do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper clip, place it over the pin that your cap band was just on, but you took it off. Then you're going to slide your hook through the paper clip and also through the pin so you can grab the rubber band, the first rubber band that you need to loom. And this is where it gets a little difficult, because when you try to kind of pull it, when you try to pull the rubber band off the loom, your loom starts to move around and it's kind of hard to hold the paper clip still. So once you get to this right here, grabbing the rubber band with your hook, and your hook is going through your paper clip. Hold on a moment. There we go. You can drop your paper clip, so just let go of it, and just loom this rubber band that's on your hook normally. Now the only thing is, this paper clip will be sitting on the rubber band, so you might want to hold it like that. And your end product should be something like this on your loom. Now if you did not catch that, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. I'm going to take the larger hole, I forgot to say that before, I'll have a caption. Put it over the pin you just had your cap band on. Take your hook, go through. I can't really get any closer. Go through the paper clip and into the pin. Grab the rubber band you need to loom. And you can just release the paper clip and loom this rubber band on your hook like normal. Except you'll have this paper clip and the rubber band will be moving around a lot. And your final product will be something like this. But honestly, it depends if you have more rubber bands on it, but it should be something like this. Now I'm going to show you an easier way to do this. So if you're having a hard time with the first way I'm showing you, then I'm going to go ahead and show you another way. Another way is to take the first rubber band you're going to need to loom off the pins it is on. You're going to get your paper clip and put the larger hole on to your hook, like so. Then get your rubber band and put it in your hook's mouth, like this. Slide your paper clip on to the rubber band, and then put the other end of this rubber band onto your hook as well, and put this rubber band on the next pin. So instead of it being on this first pin like mine was here, it's going to be on this pin, so I can loom this next rubber band. So this pin here. You'll just transfer the rubber band back onto whatever pin it should have been loomed to. So if I were just looming this rubber band like normal, I would have grabbed the bottom rubber band, loomed it forwards to the second middle pin, and bam. So that's where I'm going to put it. And you still get a similar end look. Now once you have your paper clip on the first rubber band that you needed to loom, you might want to pull the paper clip back because it's going to get in the way when you go to loom your next rubber band. At least it is for me. If you don't need to really pull it back, then awesome, but if it's a little too difficult with your hook, you can just kind of pull it back with your hand or your fingers. But if that's too difficult, then you can just simply pull it back kind of like a rubber band. And just loom your charm like normal. So what you can do now is you can go back to the tutorial of the charm that you are making, so you can see how you loom it if you do not know how to do that already. But I'm just going to go ahead and loom my Frilly Flower charm. And I'm going to cut the video here because, well, there's not really a point in fast forwarding because I'm not showing you how to make this charm. And yeah. So once you have the paper clip on the first rubber band and the first rubber band is loomed, you can just continue looming this charm or whatever charm you're making like normal. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the video here until I get finished looming my charm. Alright, I have, as you can see here, I have finished looming my charm, and you should have finished as well. And you should have your paper clip here on the end. There shouldn't be a cap band. And so once you have finished looming your charm, like I have here, we are now going to take our charm off of our loom. Now, taking your charm off of your loom with the paper clip on it will be the same for pretty much all charms, except there will be different pins that you have to take off different rubber bands. But what you're going to do is you're going to have the arrow pointing the same direction as it was when you were looming, so your loom should still be facing you same way as if you were going to loom the charm again or something. And what you're going to do is take your paper clip and pull off the first rubber band, or whatever other rubber bands you pull off with it, if you pull off more than the first. And you can use your hook, or well, you will use your hook, and you will just pull off all the rubber bands on every pin, one pin at a time, until you get to the last rubber band you loomed. You will need it so you can make a slip knot or whatever it is you do to finish off the charm. So I'm just going to go ahead and go a little quick here. Just use the pause button if you need to. Alright. There you go. I finished taking off my rubber bands. If you need to continue, just use the pause button like I said. What you're going to do here is with this last rubber band you loomed is make a slip knot. Just grab the bottom layer with your hook, pull it over the pin, and release. And then tighten or give the charm a tug, and then take this last rubber band off and you have a slip knot. Woo! Happy days. And now, once you have finished making your charm and you have taken it off of your loom, you now should have your charm on a paper clip. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the outro. So I would like to thank you for watching my tutorial. Hopefully it showed you how to make a charm on a paper clip successfully, and hopefully you are enjoying your charm on a paper clip, because I am enjoying mine. And a cool thing that you can still do with your paper clip is you can still use your paper clip. So let me just grab a piece of paper. Here's my piece of paper that I have. You can still use the paper clip, just slide it on a piece of paper. You should already know how to use a paper clip, but if you don't, just slide it on like that. And you can still use it, and you could also use this charm on a paper clip as a bookmark in a book. And if you add a little single chain and you make something like the Frilly Flower charm, or maybe the butterfly chain charm, which they're both my own original designs, you could make a longer single chain and make it more like a bookmark so it's hanging out of the book more. But hey, do whatever you want with your charm on a paper clip. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye!